right, fellas. South Carolina said they want to rock. Georgia got the defense on the field. Let's get it popping.
All right, Jock, thank you very much. And the Dogs, well, even when they don't win the toss, they kind of win the toss.
Yeah, same thing as last week. It's exactly what we would have done. If we win the toss, we'd defer, get our defense on the field, and get this thing started.
And the Gamecocks running through the smoke and the fire and the traditional entrance music out to our right. And they'll be working on the near sideline. The Dogs will be out of their tunnel to our left and work on the far sideline from our broadcast position high above Williams-Brice Stadium. You can hear the ovation that Georgia, the number one ranked team in the country and the defending national champions, are getting as they run onto the South Carolina playing surface. So in just a minute or so, it'll be time to tee it up here at Williams-Brice Stadium. Two groups of five lined up on the 30. Now they break their mini huddle and spread out across the 30-yard line from sideline to sideline. Xavier Leggett is the deep man for South Carolina. There's the kick. We are underway. Leggett lets it land and bounce away in the end zone for the touchback. And we are underway in the SEC opener for the Georgia Bulldogs. South Carolina will touch it first. 2nd and 10, Gamecocks on their own 37. Snap back, a handoff to Lloyd. He turns the corner, cuts up into the hole, across the 40 to the 41-yard line. They're going to go a little wildcat here with DeCarrion Joyner at quarterback. He was the quarterback in their bowl game last year. Direct snap to him. He takes it and runs off the right edge and right into a wall of white shirts. 2nd down and 10 from the 18. Georgia on its own 18. Snap back to Bennett. He fires. That pass is caught on the far sideline by McConkey. Right around the 25. They'll twist him down. The Dogs pick up 9. It's 3rd and a yard to go. We'll run it for the first down perhaps, as we hand it off to Kenny McIntosh, trying to veer to his left, coming this way.
Man-to-man, a little bit of 3-deep zone.
Kendall Milton in the backfield. They toss it ahead to the motion man. That is Brock Bowers. He's swinging around wide to the right, looking for some space. Carolina's defense stretches it out all the way to the sideline. 7.
That time just a little bubble screen. These are just extensions of the running game.
Play fake Bennett. He jumps over a defender, lobs it over to McConkey. He's got all kinds of space. McConkey just kind of la to the sideline, trying to figure out where he wanted to run it. He had so much space, all the way down inside the 20-yard line to the 19.
Just got Carolina looking all over the place as we're all kinds of different formations.
Handed off to Milton with the big tackle Jones out there blocking in front of him. Not a lot of running space, but he may have gotten 4. Bennett goes under center. Stretch handoff to Kenny Mack, finds the hole at left guard and hits it nicely down to the 5-yard line. Truss and Jones, and then the big O in this formation. Handoff to McIntosh, run a reverse to Bowers. He's got the pitch. He's going far side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown. Brock Bowers. McIntosh got the handoff, came this way, and then Bowers reversed the field, got the flip from Kenny Mack, and went into the far corner for the touchdown.
And again, that was defense pretty well by Carolina. The speed of Brock Bowers just catches everybody off guard.
All right, Chalk, thanks a lot. Here's Rattler in South Carolina again, going from the 25. Rattler to throw it out to the right side. He throws it in heavy traffic on the sideline, near side of the field to Amarian Brown for South Carolina on their side of the 50. Snap it back to Rattler. Going to long ball it down the far sideline, over the shoulder. Nice catch made in stride. It's caught on the far sideline by Jaheim Bell, their utility guy, for a long gain.
Carolina wants to try to pick on him a little bit today.
Stogner, also a transfer from Oklahoma. Here's a play fake for Rattler. He drops back deep, throws in. He's picked off on the far sideline at the 15-yard line. Starks down the sideline up to the 40, to the 50, to the 45, and knocked out of bounds into the Georgia sideline. Get out the Savage pads for Malachi Starks. It's the Dogs' ball going the other way.
I don't think Rattler ever saw Malachi Starks. And like we said in the Oregon game, I know he's a freshman, but wherever he is, go away from him.
Second pick for the freshman, Malachi Starks, returns it to the South Carolina 43. That might be a backbreaker. We shall see. Our first half presented by attorney Ken Nugent. The shotgun, Kenny McIntosh, offset to his left. He'll throw it to Kenny Mack to the near side. McIntosh makes the catch, splits the defense at the 40 and down inside the 30.
Now it's remarkable. A little swing pass, but because of that blocking, a massive pickup.
Going to fake it to McIntosh. Bennett going to keep it and run to the right. He's running on an angle, trying to get to the yard marker, but South Carolina's defense in pursuit.
It's a great spot on the field to take a shot and try to strike right now.
McIntosh flares out to the near flat. Bennett's going to pull it down and run. He shakes one tackler, breaks outside towards the goal line, reaches for the pylon, hits it. Yeah, touchdown, they say. He got the pylon with the ball on the far side. 7-0 with the Dogs on the
After video review, the runner steps out of bounds with the ball just past the 2-yard line. It'll be first down for Georgia.
McIntosh in motion to the right. Handed off to Milton. He runs in at right guard and right tackle, and they just push him into the end zone. Touchdown. Kendall Milton on a 2-yard run.
Boy, right behind Tate Radledge. Carolina on skates, just moving backwards. Pretty easy conversion there for 6 more points for the Dogs.
14-0 lead. Rattler to hand it off to Lloyd, who starts right, cuts back between the hashes, crosses the 25, and tripped down at the 27-yard line. The linebacker, Jamon Pop Dumas Johnson with the stop. Marshawn Lloyd play fake this time. Rattler going to keep it. Dogs not buying it. Nolan Smith rides the Carolina quarterback to the turf, jumps right on his back, drives him into the ground from their own 29-yard line. Moving to our right, trailing 14-0. Pressure on Rattler. He's got to dump it off. He almost got sacked. Trying to get to Marshawn Lloyd on the near sideline just as a safety, but Michael Williams.
Primarily that's coming just with rushing 4.
Carolina going to fake it. They'll throw the ball, and it's caught middle of the field on the play fake. They execute it nicely, and it's caught by Travion Kenyon. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Rattler in the shotgun. Snap back and a toss to Lloyd with a blocker running near side. We're going to wrap him up at the 39-yard line. May have lost a yard there. Georgia 39. Carolina trying to get points on the board here late in the first quarter. They hand it off to Christian Beal-Smith, a graduate transfer from Wake Forest. Rattler in the shotgun. Positions the running back to his right, and they hand it off to him. He's hitting the backfield almost at the mesh point. We made a contact in the backfield. Smile Munden, the linebacker, got in there. Was probably not the exact best time to do it. They hold up the game. South Carolina going to go for it on 4th and 9. Snap back to Rattler, backpedaling, throws it out on the right side. It's caught, but he's going to be stopped well short of the first down at the 33-yard line. Threw it to Jalen Brooks. Third possession of the game. Cedric Van Pran snaps it back in the shotgun to Bennett, throws it over the middle, caught by the Big O. Darnell Washington caught it at the 41. Got 2 tight ends and McConkey in tight to the right. 1 receiver left. Turn around, hand it to Kenny Mack. Flea flicker. Bennett to throw a deep ball. Going for McConkey. 2 men on him. They bump him at the goal line. There comes a flag. The pass is incomplete. And another flag comes in. McConkey was in triple coverage by the time the play ended. Around the 1 or the 2.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot and includes an automatic first down.
Well, Carolina played that again pretty well. Didn't get fooled when you've got the entire playbook at your disposal.
Bennett, handoff to Kendall Milton. He's jammed up this time as South Carolina yields nothing. The 14-0 lead. Stetson Bennett in the shotgun. Quick snap and a quick throw. Caught by McConkey on a little hook, it looked like, at the 25. Free safety DQ Smith. Georgia goes quickly. They got the first down. Bennett with a play fake and a rollout to the right. Finds his target. Flags are down, by the way. He hit Marcus Rosemy-Jackson around the 10-yard line. They tackle him at the 8.
Substitution. Defense. 12 players on the field to snap. The penalty is declined. The result of play is a first down.
2nd and goal from the 7. Bennett under center. Man in motion near side. Flip it to Milton the opposite way. Trying to shake a man at the 6. Can't do it. They wrap him up nicely.
To the single back in the backfield, but Carolina not fooled.
Bennett to throw. Quick toss to Bowers. He's fighting in the corner. They say touchdown right on the left edge of the end zone. I don't know how he was able to scrape a foot down in bounds, but they say he caught it. He definitely caught it. Did he get the feet in? They say yes.
It's just such an athletic play. You've got a tight end that can go do that and get his foot down, whether he was in bounds or not. Just a remarkably athletic play from 19.
Did Bennett take a shot after that, too, at the end?
44.
10 minutes to play in the half. Rattler, handoff. McDowell again. running right and finding a hole. Oh, Lassiter just tripped him up. South Carolina on their own 49. They're scoreless today. Rattler with a quick throw to the right. Tresman Marshall all over it as the pass is complete to Leggett. Kirby Smart told DJ Shockley before the game, we want to leave a mark. They're leaving a mark thus far. Rattler to throw, flushed out of the pocket. Marshall chasing, Walthour chasing. Now they'll have to go chase the football because it ends up almost in the crowd. He hangs it up high, throws it into the Georgia bench, incomplete. 3 men in the backfield with Rattler, one behind him. Rattler to throw it out in the right flat. It's caught for a short gain. Jalen Brooks shaken up a little bit at the end of the play, but just had to get some stuff out of his system. Now he's good to go. Here's Dejon Edwards, his first carry of the game, takes the handoff, looking for room on the left side all the way to the sideline, and one receiver to the left, that's Bell, the freshman. Bennett to throw, lobs it up high and incomplete. Trying to get it to McIntosh all the way. South Carolina had a spy on McIntosh. Rattler in the shotgun. Lloyd again with a carry. Stumbles after the handoff. Gets away from Ingram Dawkins this time as he angles out of bounds on the near sideline. Carolina, the home team, moving to our left. Snap back to Rattler. Handed off inside to Lloyd. Oh, he runs right into our defensive lineman, Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, who this time had his way with Lloyd, hit him behind the line and then drove him back about another 5 or 6 yards like was driving a practice sled out at Woodruff Fields on a Wednesday afternoon. He just drove him back and stopped him back at the 48-yard line of South Carolina, a 3-yard loss. Into the left is Washington. Bennett in the shotgun. Take the snap, hand it off to Kendall Milton. He'll run it left side behind Jones and Washington. And Kendall in the pile will shove it across the 20. Shotgun. Bowers, the tight end, in motion to the near side. Play fake and a throw to Bowers in the right flat with blocking. Breaks the tackle at the 21, up across the 25, and they knock him out of bounds into the Carolina bench at the 29-yard line. That's at 5. McIntosh in the backfield with him. Stetson to throw. In the pocket, he bounces, he throws, and target is hit. That is Blaylock on her own 48. Clock at 2:08. Fake the toss to McIntosh to the left. Oh, he's got Bowers open on the right. Brock catches it around his waist at the 50 and works his way down inside the Carolina 40 to the 38 on the near sideline.
I don't know how Stetson got the pass off, and I don't know how Brock actually caught it. It was a fake toss sweep. Never fooled anybody from Carolina, so.
Bennett under center. Will fake the pitch, hand it off to Bowers, and a reverse to McConkey. He's got the ball in one hand like he wants to throw. He's going to run it instead. McConkey at the 30, sidesteps a man, and darts another 5 yards before they tackle him out of bounds at the 25. Van Pran snaps it back to Bennett. Throws it for the far corner. Got a man there battling, and incomplete. Bennett in the shotgun, Milton in the backfield. Stetson to throw, same corner, going for McConkey. They battle, and a screen by the defender. Dogs will try from 42.5 yards. Near hash, kicking right. Snap, hold, kick. Good! Jack Podlesny with a 42-yarder just before the half. 2nd and 10. Gamecocks from the 25. Rattler being pressured, dumps it off at close range to Marshawn Lloyd, who catches it behind the line. 3rd and 10 Gamecocks. They haven't converted a third down so far today. 3rd and 10 here, and he tries to force it in at the 29. It's broken up by Lassiter. Catches, but the flag down.
Defense number 3. Ball placed at the spot of the foul. Includes an automatic first down.
30. 1st and 10 with 18 seconds, no less than that. 12 seconds to go. Rattler hit as he throws. The ball awkwardly comes out of his hand.
6 of those yards came on one completion.
Probably the last play of the half. Rattler to throw it. Quick out to the right side, and it's caught at the 38, and diving forward is Brooks to the 40.
The runner went out of bounds with 1 second on the clock. Please restore 1 second in the first half.
I hope they throw a pick 6.
That's what I was just going to say. If they throw the ball, I hope we pick it and run it back. 4 guys across the 30-yard line, and we're going to rush 4 or 5. And Rattler just drops back after the snap and just almost heaves it into the seats on this near side. He just had so much pressure on him again. Ken Nugent, 1 call, that's all. Shock.
Well, fellas, the message at halftime was pretty clear and concise. He used 3 words along with some other choice words we can't use on the radio. But the main thing was make them quit and force everybody else, who all that is here, leave.
Well, that's in effect. I mean, it really is. A lot of the fans have quit already. That penalty to get the third quarter started. We will run it with Kenny McIntosh. He runs right up the backside of one of his blockers. 5-man front for South Carolina. McConkey in motion to the far side. Handed off to McIntosh. Yeah, they got the first down out of it, so that's a good thing. Play fake and a throw by Bennett. Wide open down the middle is Brock Bowers. Breaks a tackle at the 49. Changes directions. There he goes. He's West Coast chilling. The Napa California native into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers.
Boy, blown coverage there by Carolina left. Brock running absolutely wide open down the field.
He gets into the open field. You can't stop him. He broke away from O'Donnell Fortune, broke the tackle of the quarterback, and then gave a move to B.J. Gibson that had him picking up his laundry. And he just changed direction and sprint into the end zone. And when a guy can run 21, 22 miles an hour, you're not going to catch him.
No, you're not.
Breaking a tackle and then making men miss and then just turning on the jets. Handoff, hitting the backfield. Nolan Smith just swallowed up Marshawn Lloyd, the redshirt sophomore, 5'9" and 212 left. Georgia showing blitz. They bring the linebacker, pump fake Rattler, throws it off to the left as a safety valve, and he overthrows his target, Lloyd. Same formation. Here comes blitz pressure right up the middle, and Rattler's got to get rid of it. He's got a man over there, but running out of bounds and running out of space is Lloyd. Good blitz pressure by the Dogs. Kroger kicks a low wobbler. It's going to bounce on about the 22, and McConkey falls on it. I think it hit a Georgia player, and then South Carolina went diving on it. It was a low wobbler ball that bounced.
Every time we want to run the football, looks like we can get 5 yards.
Here we go again. Milton will try to get 5. They latch on to his leg outside on the far side of the field around the 19. He tries to drag a man across the 20 here. Quick snap to Bennett, handoff to Milton. Runs into the gap, runs with his head down. That's a throwaway by Rattler, but we end up getting 5 yards on that type of play.
No doubt.
Here's Dejon Edwards through traffic, bouncing off bodies, still upright across the 40 and out of bounds into the Carolina sideline at the 45. Ball's on the 47 for Georgia, our own. Bennett with a play fake, sets up the throw. Wide open is Bennett, caught at the Carolina 40 to the 30, 25. Breaks away from a leg tackle, but he got enough to stumble him down at the 18-yard line. Kendall Milton.
An outside post, and then just snuck Kendall out on a wheel route from the backfield.
Now it's Edwards getting the carry. Breaks free of one man. Sherrod Green, the linebacker. Dogs on the ground.
Yeah, we're just wearing on him and that physical part of the game.
Look at Bennett. Oh, my goodness. A play fake to Dejon Edwards. He moved left. He faked the man out of his pants at the 10-yard line, cut inside, and went the rest of the way. An 11-yard touchdown run. Stetson Bennett. What a move by the Georgia senior quarterback.
Well, Scott, if Stetson's not in the Heisman conversation yet, that play may get him there.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, his hips swivel more than Elvis. Holy smokes. Rattler in the shotgun, pressure. The interior lineman throws it up into double coverage. May have been intercepted. There's a fight for the football. We've got it. Dan Jackson came up with it. 2 Georgia players fighting Jaheim Bell, the tight end, for that football. They all wrestled for a while, but Dan Jackson comes up with the interception at the Georgia 46-yard line as they tumble to the turf.
Stared that down the entire way, allowed Dan Jackson plenty of time to get over the top from his defensive or from his safety position. Then it was a jump ball, and Dan Jackson just wanted it more.
It was Lassiter and Jackson in the coverage, and Jones at left tackle and Mims at right tackle. And Carson Beck is the quarterback, and he wants a deep ball down the middle, and they tackle the receiver at the 10-yard line. Here comes one flag in. Officials are still discussing it. Here's a referee.
Defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Includes an automatic first down.
The Jacksonville, Florida native. Branson Robinson, the freshman, gets his first carry. He angles to the left with some speed and bulk, and he drives across the 30, drags a man into the Carolina sideline. Erickson, the center, and Beck, the quarterback. Play fake. Carson sets up on the hash, throws for the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Oscar Delp, the freshman from Cumming, Georgia. Reaches up high and catches that ball for his first score.
Boy, the depth of this tight end room, we've just been talking about it over and over again. The mismatches that creates.
Talking to his line. 6 seconds to go on the clock. They'll snap it and hand off. Run it straight ahead. We had a guy pulling Beal Smith by his waist back in the other direction. That was Tresman Marshall. Center calls for a man in motion to the left. We'll turn around and hand it off to Beal Smith. Running to the left, spins away from one tackler. That was Warren Brinson, who got an arm in there. Secondary. Snap back to Rattler on 3rd down and 8. In the pocket, steps up, avoids the rush. Now he's got room to run to the 40, cuts back at the 42 and falls ahead as we trip him up there. Rattler scrambled for 6. They hand it to a big fullback straight ahead. First guy through the line, trying to plow his way up to the 45. That's where he needs to get the first down. 3rd and 3 for the Gamecocks in Georgia territory. They run a pitch to McDowell to the left. The blocking breaks down out on the edge by the tight end. M.J. Sherman fights off the block and makes a piece of the tackle.
Slow him to the ground.
Play fake for Rattler to the left. They roll to the right. Flag is down. Rattler will run it and hit at the 45, maybe the 44.5 by Dan Jackson.
Personal foul. Really good blindside block. Offense number 3. 15-yard penalty. Replay point down.
35-0 Dogs lead late in the 3rd. From our 9, snap back to Beck. He's going to hand it off to Branson Robinson, the freshman from Canton, Mississippi.
He said, I knew I could beat him, and those guys were really laying down already, so I knew it was going to be a good play.
Oh, man. Look at Carson Beck now. He pulled it out of the belly and decided to keep it. And Beck, between the numbers and the hash, 45-0. And this offensive unit looking for more. Fake to Robinson, and they hand it off on the end around to Morissette. Denylon Morissette fighting through blockers or tacklers on this near sideline. Leave a mark, make them quit. Hand off Branson Robinson. Drives straight, bounces out to his left. A little bit of a seam there. Gets behind the pile and drives it inside the 40. The backfield, he flips from left side to right side. Take the handoff with blocking. Mims with a great block. Jones gets to the outside but cannot run the defender. And Jones and Robinson have all carried the football. Beck with plenty of time. Throws it a little crossing route. And is caught by Cole Spear, one of the freshman receivers for the Dogs.
Nothing wrong with that read. You'll never go broke taking a profit, but Carson had somebody deep.
Beck pulls it out of the belly again. He fakes it to Jones, keeps it, and goes to the left. He gets 5 more. Erickson, the center, going to snap it back to Beck. Looking, throws it into the end zone, and caught and then dropped. As he was still trying to run it and protect the football, and it bounced away out of his hands at that point, so we'll try for 3. And Jared Zirkle will kick this one up and through. Doty under center will turn and stretch and hand it off to Juju McDowell. And the little guy tries to shake his way. Doty takes the snap, hands it off to McDowell. A hole at right guard, and McDowell hits it nicely. 2nd down and 6 for the Gamecocks. They snap it quickly, and the ball gets on the turf, and McDowell quickly falls on it to cover it up. Snap back to Doty in the shotgun. He'll throw it. Caught by McDowell out in the right flat at the 21. He's running away from people down to the 11-yard line. 11-yard line. We got 6 men on the front. Going to throw it in the near corner, front corner, and it is incomplete. Trying to go to Antoine Wells. One-on-one coverage. First passes he's thrown in game action this season. Here comes pressure right up the middle. He throws it. It's picked off Tresman Marshall. Threw it over the middle. The linebacker picked it off. And that interception was really caused by the linebacker, Ryan Davis, and his pressure on Doty. Fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. Vandegrift's pass over the middle is batted back in his direction. And now they run the back to the near side in the right flat. And they throw it the opposite way. Caught at the 23 for South Carolina. Spinning away from tacklers is Jalen Brooks, the graduate from Harrisburg, North Carolina, outside the Dogs' 13. Doty going quickly, Throws it left flat off the hand of Miller, up in the air, tip drill, but out of bounds. The ball lands incomplete. Set 3 receivers right, 2 left. Doty looking right, pressure from behind, throws it into the end zone and caught. Backpedaling to the back left corner as they shoot off the fireworks. They've been waiting almost 60 minutes. The benches will empty onto the field, and Georgia is now 3-0. The number 1 ranked Bulldogs, the defending national champions, come in and spank the Gamecocks handily, 48-7. And South Carolina finally gets points with under a minute to go in this lopsided blowout. So stay with us here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. A final again today, Georgia 48 and South Carolina 7. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.